Okay, we'll continue on with our reading of the Odyssey, and we're looking at Odyssey Book 1, and we got up to the beginning, I think, of line 80, which is the top of the page here. And you recall that Athena has been trying to get her father to agree to help Odysseus. Odysseus says yes. Zeus says yes, I hadn't forgotten about him, and he explains that Poseidon is very angry with him because he killed the Cyclopses. And so now Athena, then having seen that she's got his attention and that she's won him over to help Odysseus, she then lays out her plans in the next section. So the goddess Glaucopis, the owl-eyed goddess Athena, then replied to him. And this is exactly the same line we saw earlier. O pater hemetere chronide hupati creonton, O our father, son of Kronos, highest of all those who rule. Amen deinun to tophilon. You have to supply esti here. So if, and we get this nice collection of particles here, all monosyllabic, amen deinun. So if now then, this matter, or this is dear to the immortal gods, that Odysseus nostesai return, have a safe voyage home. Odysseus, who is Polyphrona, who is very clever, he's got a lot of phrenes, he's got a lot of brains. So for clever Odysseus to return home, hondidamondi. This is a lovely little jingle here. We've got hon, which is our personal adjective with a de, and so it's that motion towards, like as in Athenasdi, and then domon, house, and they put the de on the end as well. So it's a lovely little phrase, hondi domondi. So to have a safe journey to his domos, to his home. So if this is all dear to the immortal gods, then this is in the accusative. This is Hermes, but he's in the accusative. Now we get a men, and in fact the de is in fact quite a long way down. Here's the de all the way down here. It does balance the two, the men and the de. So it's on the one hand we're going to do something about Hermes, and then later on she says, and I'm going to do something different. So then, now our main verb is on the next line. It's the true nomen. Now that actually is a hortatory subjunctive. It would normally be hotronomen to make it subjunctive. We lengthen the linking vowel. But as often happens in Homer, in the subjunctive, the lengthening of the linking vowel isn't lengthened; it's de-lengthened again, possibly for the sake of metre. So this is hortatory subjunctive. Let us then stir up Hermes, who is the diactoron, the conductor. This is probably connected with the verb diago, to lead or conduct. And interestingly, in later Greek, Hermes is often thought of the conductor of souls, the leader of souls down to Hades. But here it's just, he's the messenger. He's the messenger of the gods. He brings messages from the gods to various people. So he's the conductor here. The slayer of Argus. So let us stir up Hermes to go to the Aegidian island. This is an adjective. Nessos is feminine. To the Aegidian island, or the island of Aegidia, Ophra takista nymphe, so that quickly, or perhaps hose takista, as quickly as possible. It's most quickly, it's superlative. Epe is a subjunctive after Ophra. Ophra is like hoppos, or hina. We get Ophra is just an equivalent of that one. It's very common in Homer. So that as quickly as possible he might speak to the nymph, the Euplocomo nymph, the one with beautiful tresses. Plokamos is your tress of hair, to the beautiful tressed nymph, that he might speak ne mertia boulain. Now this is an interesting word here. It's probably connected with ne, the negative, and probably some root connected with hamatano, to miss the mark, and that which does not miss the mark is therefore true. And so that he might speak true counsel. This is the third declension adjective. He might speak true counsel. This also, looking at the form of this one, this may actually be adverbial if it's neuter plural, so it may, that he might speak counsel truly, I think might be also possible there, because this may be an accusative ending, or it could be a neuter plural, making it adverbial. You can take it either way, it means the same thing, so that he might speak true counsel. And then in apposition to that, we get the noston, the safe journey of Odysseus, who is talephonos, something like stout-hearted, in whose mind is able to endure pain. Stout-hearted often is translation there, so that he might come. This is subjunctive. That ket there is in place of an. Homer uses these pretty interchangeably, ket or an, plus subjunctive from neomai, so that he might come. But eleusamai. Eleusamai is the Ionic future from erkamai. You normally get ami ibo in Attic, but in Ionic, and this survives into later New Testament Greek, Biblical Greek, you always get eleusamai as the future of erkamai. But I will go into Ithaca, egon for ego, into Ithaca. The sun of it here. To Ithaca. So I will go to Ithaca. Ophrah, we've seen before, like hoppos, in order that, and apotruno, this is subjunctive after Ophrah, that I might encourage Huion, the son, hoi for him, so his son, Marlon even more, and after Ophrah again subjunctive, Theo is the aorist subjunctive here from Tithami, that I might place menos, strength, en phresi, in his heart, or in his mind. And then in apposition to him, this Huion, him having called es agoren, not to the marketplace, but probably to assembly, having called to assembly the Achaeans who have blonde hair, so the blonde-haired Achaeans, another name for the Greeks. The Achaeans often used as a generalized term for the Greeks. And apemen, now this is from apolego, and this is an infinitive. This is this emen infinitive ending. In later Greek this means to refuse, but here probably more the sense of to give a stern warning, to speak sternly to all the suitors. This is a dative plural, probably some aeolic dative plural here for the suitors. This is the first mention of the suitors here. So to speak sternly to the suitors, hoi who, continually. Now this is hoi for dative to him, so it's dative of disadvantage here, against him, to his detriment. They continually, svadzusi, they sacrifice mela, this is sheep. Hardina, something like close thronging or huddling. They're continually sacrificing the close thronging sheep, and the bus, the oxen, who are halipodos, with shambling feet, is probably, this is again great debate about the exact meaning of this one, and this one also is debatable. It's probably connected with our word helix, and it's to do with the curly horns of the sheep. And I will send, understand, him into Sparta and into sandy Pylos. This is the future participle here from punthanamai, to inquire, and it's a future participle with the intention of inquiring of the return journey of his father, probably his for philos rather than dear, if perchance he might hear something. And now the subject here is kleos esthlon, kleos is neuter, if literally noble reputation, ekasi, might take hold of him among men. So we'd paraphrase that as this is for auton, and in order that he might attain a good reputation amongst men. But it is literally in order that a good reputation might take hold of him among men. And we'll finish there.